what a massive following Teen Witch has. I mean, I knew that it did to an extent because of like the midnight screenings that started up a few years ago. And I went to one of them, and I thought, the first one I went to, I was like, this could be really embarrassing for me. Like, I could show up and there's going to be no one here. Right? And I was like, I just don't even know what I'm walking into.
Yeah.
And there were so many people, and they were singing all the songs and treating me like I was like a rock star. I didn't even know what was happening. I didn't even know what was happening. I thought, what is this? Like, people love this movie. I don't even know what this is. Like, this was like at least, I don't know, maybe like 14 years ago or so, 15 years ago. And I remember even longer ago, I think it was like, let me think, I don't know, maybe like 1990, a long time ago. I went to a party at Ricky Lake's house, and she was freaking out. Like, she was freaking out. Oh my gosh! She was like, knew all the lines and singing all the songs, and you know. So I was getting little bits and pieces of getting the idea along the way that people love this movie. But it wasn't until they started doing all these midnight screenings that's when you first started getting the sense that wow, there's like this is like a cult classic.
Do you watch it back when it's on? Do you just it happens to be on? Flip it on?
I don't. But you know what? We just recently. I know that recently it's been released on Blu-ray, and there's a whole section where we did like additional footage, and we did like interviews and all sorts of stuff, and we did a commentary over it. Yeah. And I like rounded up the troops, like Josh and Dan and Mandy. I still haven't watched it, but I said to Dan and Mandy and Josh, I was like, guys, we really should get together and watch it together.
Yeah.
Listen to our ridiculous commentary.
I always enjoy the commentary tracks. I think that breathes new life into a film you've seen 100 times. It really
does.
Yeah.
It was really fun to watch the film. I did post a photo of all of us together when we got together that day, because it had been, the last time we'd all been together was, probably when we filmed in the 80s. And Dan and Lisa, for those of you who don't know, Dan and Lisa are married. Dan and Lisa, that would be Brad and Randa from Teen Witch. They got married a few years after we wrapped. And they have a son, gorgeous child, of course. How could they not? I just finished doing this movie called Miss Arizona, I literally just wrapped like last week. So that should be coming out soon, and that's a really great film. I'm really super excited and proud of that.
What's that about?
Well, how do I explain it in a nutshell? It's about these women that are in a women's shelter, and I play like this woman who's kind of a battered wife, and we end up on the run. I don't want to like give too much away, but it's a really fun. It's a fun story, and it's about women, and it's like a really female-driven film, and it's really good. I had such a great time, and I think it's going to be great. Directed by Autumn McAlpin. I have to say that because I'm actually related to her as well.
Oh, really?
And it's her first film, and she did a great job. So
now, speaking of being related, I mean, you certainly have some siblings also in the entertainment world. So, like, growing up, was it ever kind of competitive, or you just kind of all did your own thing?
Oh my gosh, no sense of that at all. Like, we really support each other 100%. So
yeah, that's good.
Super proud of my siblings.
Yeah, you're not like the brothers in Oasis, for example.
No.
So I wanted to ask you about another kind of cult classic, I think, Dream a Little Dream, Part 2. With both Coreys. I mean, listen, the Coreys and I, we were friends for so many years. Like, back when we were like, gosh, I met them when I was 13. Yeah, when I was 13. And we were all very close for many, many years, Yeah. And then, as life is, you lose touch, and then you see each other, and you lose touch, and then you see each other, Right. I saw somewhere that you first met Corey Haim while he was filming Lucas? Yeah, he was filming Lucas, and I was filming Wildcat.
and we were both in Chicago, and we both had the same agent at the time. And so he was like, "Oh, you should come meet my client on the set of Lucas." So that's where I met him.
Awesome. I've always been a huge fan of both Corys and yourself. So to see you guys all in Dream a Little Dream Part 2.
Oh my gosh, they were like my boys. You know, like I just always have the most special place in my heart for them because we're like siblings in a way. You know, like we just. I don't know how to describe it, but when you've been through so much together as, you know, it's like adolescence and then as teenagers, and you go through so much, and anyway.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I got you. So going back to Teen Witch for a minute, the cult classic film, is there any talk? I mean, I know your hardcore fans want to know, is there any talk of a sequel?
I don't know if I'm at liberty to say. There could be. That's all I can say.
All right.
There could be.
Fair enough.
We might have something in the works that I'm excited about. So that's really all I can say. Gotcha. Keep your eyes and ears peeled. See something brewing.